We are now live on YouTube and Facebook. Madam Chair, you have the floor.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the meeting of the Board of Commissioners of the Public Building Commission of Chicago, being held today, December 13th, 2022. We are beginning at approximately 2:35 p.m. Today's meeting is being conducted via video conference with limited in-person participants at the Daly Center in Chicago. Director Sanchez, please call the roll.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, Commissioners. I wanted to provide everyone a reminder that as we begin our meeting, to please be sure that you are on camera and that your microphone is muted during, that it's unmuted during each vote for each agenda item. We need to make sure that we hear your vote. Also for right now, as I call the roll, again, please make sure that your microphone is unmuted. Chairman Lightfoot.
Present.
Commissioner Camargo.
Present.
Commissioner Chapman.
Present.
Commissioner Ellis.
Present.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Present.
Commissioner Maldonado.
Present.
Commissioner Randall.
Here.
Commissioner Sacks.
Here.
Madam Chair, we have a quorum.
Thank you, Director Sanchez. Pursuant to Section 2.06G of the Open Meetings Act, a public comment period will be held. Registered speakers will be allowed 2 minutes to provide comments. Do we have any registered speakers?
No, ma'am, we do not have any registered speakers.
All right, next up, item A3, consideration of approval of minutes of the annual meeting held on October 13, 2022. Is there a motion?
There is a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor of approving the minutes of October 13, 2022, signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. The motion is approved. Next up, item A4, consideration of approval of a resolution commending the service of Olga Camargo as a commissioner of the Public Building Commission of Chicago. Director Sanchez, will you do the honors?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Personally, for those that do not know, today is Commissioner Camargo's last board meeting. December 31st will be her last day as commissioner of the board. I personally want to thank Commissioner Olga Camargo for her support, for her leadership, her mentorship, and her friendship as well. She always pushed me in the role that I'm in, making sure that we were putting minority and business up front and center. And I thank her for challenging me to be a better executive director. And I am very honored to read the resolution commending her service on our board. Whereas on June 13, 2017, Olga Camargo was sworn in as a commissioner of the Public Building Commission with the advice and consent of Chicago City Council, and on that same date was appointed as a member of the Administrative Operations Committee. And whereas, in addition to her volunteer service to the PBC, Olga Camargo is the CEO and founder of Faro Associates LLC, a woman-owned business and minority business enterprise that specializes in operations, consulting, risk management, and advisory service. And whereas Ms. Camargo has received national recognition for her professional work as a financial advisor by helping minority communities and workforce become retirement ready, Olga was selected to Diversity MBA's 11th annual list of top 100 under 50 diverse executive leaders and was named among the 50 most influential Latino leaders in Chicago by Negocios Now business newspaper, and an Aspen Institute's 2019 Ricardo Salinas Scholar and a member of Forbes Business Council. And whereas Ms. Camargo has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to serving communities across Chicago, Olga served on the Metropolitan Peer and Exposition Authority Board and chaired the Hispanic Alliance for Career Enhancement, also known as ACE. And she also serves on the Illinois State Treasurer's Hispanic Advisory Council, the Rotary Club of Chicago Board, as a member of the New America Alliance's American Latina Leadership Caucus, which is 100 influential Latinas across the sectors in the US. And Olga also served on the Chicago Plan Commission as treasurer for the Chicago Cook Partnership Workforce Investment Board, as vice chair for Instituto del Progreso Latino, the Little Village Chamber of Commerce Board, the Metropolitan Planning Council Board of Governors, and whereas Ms. Camargo is a native Chicagoan and holds a Bachelor of Science in Business and a Master of Arts in English from the University of Illinois at Chicago. And whereas Ms. Camargo has made numerous contributions to the Public Building Commission to facilitate its mission of providing sustainable facilities to improve the quality of life for the residents of the city of Chicago. And now therefore be it resolved that Olga Camargo is hereby commended by the chairman, members of the Board of Commissioners, and the executive director of the commission for her leadership and dedication to service to the Public Building Commission and to the citizens of the city of Chicago and Cook County. And be it further resolved that the executive director is hereby authorized and directed to present an appropriate copy of this resolution to Olga Camargo, commemorating her outstanding service as commissioner and member of the Administrative Operations Committee of the Public Building Commission of Chicago. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Director Sanchez. Commissioner Camargo, I invite you to offer any remarks that you'd like.
I couldn't be prouder to have served on the PBC. I saw the innovative work. I think that being able to bring in women business enterprises, minority business enterprises, to be able to lead capital improvement projects for the city of Chicago is the way to continue going. And I think that this PBC body has the ability to show the rest of the world some real teachings. And I hope that others pay attention. And I think we need to promote more of this. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Camargo. I know that I speak on behalf of your colleagues here and saying thank you for your years of service. We appreciate everything that you've done to contribute to the mission of the Public Building Commission, and you will be missed, and we have big shoes to fill, but we appreciate everything that you've done for us, and we'll miss you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Is there a motion?
Yeah, it's my privilege to have served with you. And I've learned a lot from you. And I'd like to say that it's an honor to make the motion.
Is there a second?
I second.
All those in favor of the resolution commending Commissioner Camargo signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say nay. The motion is approved. Next up, item A4, report of the Administrative Operations Committee regarding meetings held on November 3rd and December 7th, 2022. Chairman Maldonado.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The AO committee held meetings on November 3rd and December 2nd. Our report is as follows. The executive director reported on the notice of Administrative Operation Committee meetings for 2023 and on a lease with Cafe Tola for a new coffee shop in the concourse level of Richard J. Daley Center. The executive director will provide more details during her report. The director of procurement reported on a recommendation to approve an amendment for electronic project management systems and technical support services to eBuilder, Inc. The amendment report is in the packet under tab A5A. The Chief Development Officer reported on field orders and on one change order under tab A5B as follows. Change order in the amount of $344,422.80 for the Williams Park Field House project. The AO committee accepted the recommendations and reports from the PBC representatives, and that concludes my report, Madam Chair.
Thank you, sir.
I move we accept the report.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed say nay. The report is accepted. Next up, the report by the executive director regarding regular reports, development status, and other matters. Director Sanchez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Recently, we distributed the PBC's Q4 2022 external newsletter, Constructive News You Can Use, which you can see on your screen. The issue focuses on our partnerships with Hire 360 and the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. The issue also features Commissioner Hamilton joining the board, a behind the build story on Gabrielle Lewis, a laborer on the recently completed Phillips Academy High School renovation and annex project, and a spotlight on Jackie Koo, who's the founding principal at Koo Architecture. It is with great pride that we present our efforts in this publication and hope that everybody gets to enjoy this issue. In addition, MBRE, our building management team, hosted an open house at the Daley Center to promote and increase the participation of minority and women-owned enterprises for new and existing service contracts. Providers for services included building equipment maintenance, painting, custodial, pest control, window washing, among others. And they had the opportunity to meet with building staff and learn more about current and upcoming opportunities. And finally, the PBC has adopted a couple of families for the holidays through the Metropolitan Family Services Holiday Cheer Program. Through this initiative, the PBC has provided needed items for all family members. I just wanted to say that I'm very proud of the wonderful team members at the PBC who have stepped up to support this agency and this family during this holiday season. I'm especially grateful for the support that we have received from our chairman and board members. And I just want to wish everybody a great holiday season with your family and friends, and also wishing everybody the best for the new year. And that concludes my report for A6.
I move we accept the report.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Uh,
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. The report is accepted. Thank you, Director Sanchez. Next up, item B1, consideration of approval of a lease between Cafe Tola Limited and the Public Building Commissioner of Chicago for Cafe Tola to be located on the concourse level of the Richard J. Daley Center. Director Sanchez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As discussed at the annual board meeting, one of our goals for 2023 was the procurement of tenants for the vacant retail space in the concourse level of the Daley Center. I'm happy to share that we will be leasing the vacant former Starbucks space to Cafe Tola, which is a minority-owned coffee shop with locations in Lakeview, Avondale, and Logan Square.
That's a good place.
They specialize in working in small spaces, and as we know, that is a nice, small, sizable space, given that it is 705 square feet, and the shop is perfect as they grow their business. We are excited to welcome this local Chicago business to the Daley Center. We look forward to a great partnership with the Cafe Tola team and really look forward to not only some fresh coffee, but they will also be serving empanadas and possibly some tacos. So all of us here at the Daley Center and who walk through the pathway are very excited to have them on board. So this is going to be a great benefit for as an amenity, obviously for our tenants, but especially to any Chicagoan who's going through the pathway. And I'm hoping that once they're up and running, we can do a nice event to welcome them on board, because not only are they a Chicago business, this is a Chicago family born and raised in Chicago, so very deep Chicago roots. And that concludes my report for B1.
Just one question. What's the timeline on opening?
Okay, so now once it gets approved, MBRE is actually going to reach out to them and we will put together a timeline. The great thing is that the space, it's already set up for a coffee shop, so it's going to be much more of just decorative work, but they are going to work with a listed contractor or architect, I should say, just to make sure that everything fits fine. But I'll be more than happy to provide a timeline, and hopefully by next month I will have a much more concrete date as to when that would open up. But we hope it shouldn't be, shouldn't take that long. Believe me, the sooner the better for us.
Excellent. All right, is there a motion?
There is a motion, and we'll say welcome aboard.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. All right. Is there a motion to adjourn?
There is a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, say nay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your service this year. I wish you all a happy, healthy holiday season. I also just want to also commend Director Sanchez and the incredible staff. You do great work. I know you're under a lot of pressure, but I'm confident that 2023 will bring a new pipeline of projects and that we will all celebrate our successes. Thank you all.